action and welcoming you to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas. Round 1 of 12. Trying to time that straight left hand, and he does so with ease.
Use your feet. Side to side. Circle.
The Hitman's tagged by that powerful hook. Able to get rid of that one. Last 10 seconds of this first round. Here we go. Round 2 is underway. The Hitman swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent. Off the mark. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Well-targeted left hand by the Hitman. So he decides to go downstairs early on, and I think he'll be happy with that decision later on.
Well, it tells you that he's a well-prepared fighter. His corner came in here with a good game plan. They understood what they had in front of them. A guy that's going to move a little bit. Start going downstairs, taking the air out of the tires, and later on, he'll be in front of you.
Fires right back at him. Unable to score with the uppercut that time. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. You can almost see it just by the way a fighter sits down on their stool at the end of a round. As we come to the end of this round, you can tell that he's full of confidence and he can't wait to get right back out there and continue doing what he was doing.
Well, you're right. The first thing that I noticed is his back's not leaning against the corner pad. You know, that's a defeated fighter. That's a fighter. He don't want to go back. Something bad happened to him. You know, he's leaning back like that. You have to pick him up from the stool. He's got all his weight forward. He can't wait to get going. You know that he's positive. You know that he had a good round.
There's that right hand he scores with. Good defensive skill. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging.
Move your head.
Good job staying away from the danger there. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Coming to the halfway point of this third round.
There you go. Nice.
Piercing jabs. Nice work, the left hand to the head. Teddy, I don't think he's got visions of sticking around too long. He's landed power punches early.
Yeah, he wants to make it a quick night's work.
Come on.
Work the body, kid. Body shot.
Good flush shot upstairs. Last 10 seconds of round number 3. The Hitman stunned by a big shot. Solid. He goes down in the later stages of this round. He's going to try to survive it. And that's the end of round 3.
He's busy.
Having put his opponent down on the canvas, he's already easily taken the first 3 rounds of this fight as we begin round number 4, Teddy.
Well, it has been easy for him because his opponent has no defense. He just walks in and he's eating punches.
Head body. You got nice. There you go. Look at good. Look good.
You know, we only show up when it's time to watch them do their thing for the fight. But they're really working at it day in and day out just to make weight. What's so tough about making weight in boxing?
Well, it can weigh you down. I mean, it takes discipline. And all of a sudden, it allows you a trail of excuses because now you can start to say, well, gee, you know, I didn't do this. You know, it's the drudgery of it and it's the consistency of it. When you have to stay at a weight and you have to watch that weight, you have to balance it where you're also going to be able to have a physicality when you get in the ring. You don't want to be weak, so you want to get that right balance where you're disciplined, you get the weight down, but you don't lose that physical edge.
The Hitman's tying up more now after being knocked down.
And that's what you expect. He's trying to buy a little time. He's not worried about winning this round right now. He just wants to get himself right so he can win other rounds. And he can be around for other rounds.
Back to the body. Back to the body. Keep your head moving.
Not able to land the headshot.
Keep doing what you're doing.
10 seconds to go in the 4th.
Are you losing this?
Good return fire that time.
Keep working the body.
Not hitting his mark there going upstairs.
Keep working the good. You're still not moving enough. Move, move.
Well, he's committed to the left hand and it's paying off here. Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there's some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counterpunching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
Halfway into round number 5 here. Blocks a shot and then does nicely to work on his own.
Side to side.
Teddy, he did a smart thing right there. Just created enough space and then landed the counterpunch.
Looked like the will of the wisps, the old great Willie Pep. Made him miss, made him pay.
Tied. Tied.
The hitman showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds. Teddy, making predictions in boxing is often a dangerous task, but I'll make one right here that seems pretty obvious to me as we come to the end of that round here. This fight is going to be a brutal display as long as it lasts.
It's kind of like going and watching that home run contest. Nobody's trying to hit singles or doubles. You know they're all going for the fences.
Nice.
Nowhere close, that punch by the hitman. He's got that certain something that's a well-acquired skill in this craft of boxing, and that is superb defense, and it's on target tonight.
It is. The old timers would say, you know, that's the hard thing, is to learn defense. You know, the easy part, the fun part is letting your hands go. So he's got the hard part down. Guess what? He's enjoying the fun part right now because of it.
Halfway through round 6.
Jump on it.
Looking good.
You need to keep the head moving.
Digging in with a left to the gut.
Beat him to the punch. I want to see some combos.
Scored well up top. Final 10 seconds of the 6th round. The hitman's proving to be elusive. I don't like this at all, Teddy. I mean, it's one thing to stand toe-to-toe. It's another thing to never even move. You got to show some movement.
Maybe he's breaking down. Maybe he's already spit the bit. You know, if he falls down, everybody in the world's going to know that he let himself fall down. He gave up. But there's different ways, different phases of giving in. And this might be one of those phases.
He just missed that shot up top. He scored well after being hit himself. The hitman's able to land a nice, clean left hand.
Come on, kid, focus.
At the halfway point of round 7.
I want to see some combos.
Pace yourself.
He gets hit, but he gives it right back. Good defensive skill with the block by the hitman. Boy, some of the old school guys would really appreciate this, wouldn't they, Teddy? Just great upper body movement, so elusive up top.
Yeah, this is an example like they used to say in the old days. He stands right in front of you and you can't hit him in the backside with a handful of bug shots.
little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Coming towards the end of the 7th round, 10 seconds to go. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged.
Listen, he's done. He's done. You gotta give me the dog.
Start of round number 8. A look at Teddy's scorecard shows that he's in complete control. Teddy, you don't want to become overly cautious, but if you're in his corner, what can you tell him to bring this home for a win?
Oh, it's been a good journey. I mean, you're driving that car beautifully. You know, the only thing is get out of the left lane, move over to the right lane. You know, let that fast traffic, those trucks go by. You don't want an accident right now. Just keep going nice and steady, but in the right lane. Get out of that left lane.
And just grabbing onto his opponent.
Jump on. Nice.
Keep moving.
Pace yourself.
The Hitman's looking for a way to get this fight back on course, a course that can get him a victory. This isn't it, just trying to counterpunch in these middle rounds.
No, this is not it. He's not thinking right. You know, it's one thing to say physically, technically, he needs to do that. But to do it, you have to be mentally clear. You have to be seeing the plan, seeing what you have to do, what you have to order your body to do. He's not seeing that right now.
Keep working the body.
Last 10 seconds of the 8th round. Now his opponent got away from that uppercut. What a difference from corner to corner as he sits on his stool. He knows that he is in complete control of this fight, peppering his opponent with power shots.
So it's been like that all night long. Anything he throws finds a target.
Little head knocking with that right hand. He missed with that headshot. The Hitman's missing. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. Good left there. Good flush shot upstairs. A well-placed left hand up top. Halfway through the 9th round. Scored well with that straight left.
You're still not moving enough. Move.
Final chance, last 10 seconds of round 9. Sound defense, good block that time by the Hitman. And this round comes to an end. In between rounds here, the Hitman's eye is completely swollen shut. What would you be telling him?
Well, this is going to sound a little tiny harsh, but guess what? This is a tough business. I tell him, you have 2 eyes, right? Use the good one.
That's a fierce left hand that landed by the Hitman. The Hitman's doing exactly what he told us he would do. Now, he was stunned earlier in this fight, but he's sticking to that game plan.
You know, I like that. You know, I want to see how a guy behaves under pressure. He hasn't panicked, you know. He still believes in his identity, believes in his talents, his abilities, and he's going to stay that way unless the guy convinces him later on.
And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. Distance, such a key factor always, Teddy, when it comes to defense. With his good foot movement, he's been keeping that distance. His opponent, how does he close that gap properly?
Well, first of all, he's got to use his jab to close it because he's getting picked off coming in. He's getting pot-shotted. So he's got to have something coming at his opponent that keeps him distracted. Use that jab. Now, don't use it conventionally, Joe. You're jabbing at the head, you're not finding nothing. You're just finding space. So jab a little lower. Drop the sights a little bit. Jab at his chest. Just so you touch something, and then you can work your way in. You can start to find them a little.
That worked out really well. Throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. He engages in the clinch.
Keep your body moving.
Coming to the end of round number 10. 10 seconds to go.
Move your head.
And that's the end of round 10.
With this fight,
Championship rounds are here. Teddy, the corner hasn't been asked to do too much tonight. They've had it any way they've wanted it. But now comes the time where you want to reel in that victory. He's up big on your scorecards. What should they be telling him?
Drive the car home, Joe. Open the garage and park it.
Solid right by the hitman. Oh, you see him with the left of the head there?
nice work.
Relax, relax.
Just like that.
Punch.
Scored well up top. Teddy, is it me or is he going downstairs more and more as this fight's going on?
No, he knows what to do. Go downstairs, slow the guy down a little bit more, take those legs away.
Nice.
Keep doing what you're doing. Nice.
See, that's what you want from his left hand. That's exactly what it should be doing, that left hand by the hitman. A target on his head, and he places the hook right on it.
Keep working together. Double up your punch. Back to the body.
Last 10 seconds of this 11th round. And that's the end of round 11. He's winning the fight. I mean, don't tell me anything different than he's winning the fight.
Yeah, except at the end of the fight, sometimes these judges, they do tell you things differently. Hopefully that's not the case.
Well, he's up way on the punch stats. I know he's ahead on your scorecard, and you can just tell everything that's happening in the ring, he's in control. Each man able to land an uppercut. He just gave his opponent a really good taste of how fast his hand speed is.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times we talk about power, and we see that power, you know, can damage a guy right away, obviously, and it can intimidate an opponent. But hand speed can do the same thing, and I think it's intimidating right now to his opponent. He's afraid to let that jab go because he might get countered with one of those lightning right hands.
You got this one. You got this one.
Hook. Hook.
The hitman's on the bad end of a very impressive hook up top. halfway through this 12th and final round.
Come on, kid, focus.
To the head he goes with a left hand. Last minute of this last round.
Do that again. Don't let him do it.
Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot.
1, 2.
And they will bring it home in the last 10 seconds of this final round. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. That was a dominating performance tonight.
Yeah, this is one you would think there's no drama in the reading of the scorecards.
Let's hear those scorecards and send it up to the ring. Seemed like he was destined to win throughout the fight. Teddy, your scorecard showed that, and the judges agree. Unanimous decision.
Yeah, he was destined to